Hey, everybody, welcome. I'm J.R. Flatter. I'm the chairman and the chief learning officer here at Flatter Incorporated. Just wanted to take a few minutes and show you a few tools that we've created here that I think might be valuable to you and your team. Rather than me just go through a PowerPoint presentation or talk to you, let me show them to you. I have them right here. Here they are, 14 coaching personas. Each persona is an aggregate of coaching challenges from our own coaching experiences, all stripped of any identifying characteristics to maintain anonymity. No single one person, rather, an aggregate of several different case studies. Each of the 14 has its own specific challenge, but I'd like to point out that none of these engagements are scripted. Uh, the AI tool answers according to the questions I ask. And like as in any coaching session, we go in with no preconceived notions of what's going to be talked about or how the conversation is going to turn out. So that's exactly the way these AI tools are set up. So let me go ahead and demonstrate one for you, just for a couple minutes. Got Michael and Calvin, Richard, Tyler, Rebecca, Carlton, Amina, Marcus, Johnson, Robert, Dante, each of them with their own specific, I'm always putting out brush fires. I don't know what I need to do. I'm an executive for the first time and I don't have any patience for mediocrity. Let's pick Calvin. He was not preconceived, just sort of looks interesting. I haven't practiced with Calvin. I haven't scripted anything with Calvin. So we're just going to jump right in. So it asked me if I want to review the competencies. There's an opportunity to do that. Can teach you the practice session. Tells me a little bit about Calvin. Young, driven, COO, caught in a cycle of overwork and self-sacrifice. Sounds really familiar. Might sound familiar to you. Somebody you know might be you yourself. Um, it's going to help us practice supporting clients that are going through this kind of challenge. So I've got a 30-minute timer here, just to limit the amount of time that we spend. Doesn't mean that the coaching session has to go 30 minutes. I got a call Calvin button and a hang up button. So I call Calvin, checks my microphone. My microphone is working really well. Let's see what Calvin's up to.
Hey, it's Calvin. Good to see you again.
Hey, Calvin, great to see you as well. We have about 10 minutes together. What would be the best use of our time?
Well, I've been thinking a lot about what we discussed last time
About whether working lights to lights is really the best way to lead. I keep wondering if it's truly effective or if I'm just trying to prove something. Maybe we could explore that a little more.
Sounds like a tough challenge. Do me a favor. Tell me what lights to lights means to you.
It means being there from the moment the factory lights come on in the morning until they shut off at night. It's about putting in the hours, showing I'm dedicated, that I'm willing to do whatever it takes. But lately, I've been questioning if it's the right approach.
What are some of the questions coming to mind?
I guess, is it sustainable? Am I setting the right example for my team? And honestly, is it even making a difference? Or am I just burning myself out trying to prove something? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
That's a lot of richness and breadth and depth you've brought into our session. What should be our focus?
Maybe let's dig into whether it's sustainable. I'm not sure it is.
Yeah, I'm your coach, so I'm most interested in you.
Okay, so focusing on me. Well, on a personal level, it's tough. I miss dinners with my family, and I feel like I'm always playing catch up on the weekends. Melissa, my wife, she gets it, but I can see it's wearing on her.
That's interesting that you bring your wife in to the coaching room. Whenever that happens in
Well,
a coaching session, that's something usually of significance. Tell me more.
well, she's the one who sees the impact of my lights to lights commitment firsthand. She sees the stress, the exhaustion, and she's always gently suggesting I find a better balance. It's hard to ignore when it's coming from her.
What do you think?
I think she's right, at least partially, but it's hard to let go of the feeling that I need to be there, that if I'm not, things will fall apart. Maybe that's not true, but it's a hard feeling to shake.
What would success look like for today's session?
If I could walk away with some concrete steps to test whether my lights to lights approach is really necessary, or if there are ways to pull back without sacrificing results, that would be a win.
How do you get started?
Maybe by identifying one specific task or responsibility that I could delegate or adjust my involvement in. Something that would free up some time without causing chaos. Does that sound like a good starting point?
You're in charge here, so I'm following your lead.
Okay, well, there's this new product line we're launching. It's been taking up a lot of my time with all the initial setup and coordination. Maybe that's an area where I could pull back a bit and trust my team to handle more of it.
How do you get started?
I guess by identifying the specific tasks within that product launch that I could delegate. I tend to get involved in everything, from marketing to production, but maybe I need to trust my team lead to handle their areas of expertise.
How do you feel when you say that out loud?
Honestly, a little anxious. It feels like I'm giving up control, and that's not easy for me. But I also know that I can't keep doing everything myself. So there's a sense of relief mixed in there too.
We're running a little short on time. Uh, we had an outcome that we wanted to achieve. How did we do?
I think we made some progress. I've identified a specific area, the new product line launch, where I can start delegating more and test the waters. It still feels a bit scary, but having a concrete starting point makes it less overwhelming. So, yeah, I'd say we did okay.
What can you commit to?
I can commit to identifying 3 specific tasks related to the product launch that I will delegate to my team by the end of the week. And then, next session, I can report back on how it went.
Before we close, do you mind if we take a moment to celebrate that discovery?
Sure, I appreciate that. It's good to acknowledge the progress, even if it's just a small step. Thanks.
No, thank you. What would you like to say as we close?
Just that I appreciate you pushing me to think differently about this. It's easy to get stuck in my ways, and it helps to have someone challenge my assumptions. I'll see you next time.
All right, Calvin. Have a great week. So when I'm done, you say I just hit the hang up button, then a survey pops up and asks, how would you like to rate the session? I thought it went okay. What feature did you find most valuable? Responsiveness. Did you encounter any technical issues? None. Your coaching experience, intermediate. Did the practice scenario help you improve? Yes. All the while I'm filling out the survey, the analysis is taking place behind the scenes. Explain my answer in A. What additional use cases might I want? None at this time. Would you recommend the platform to others? Yes. What would you change? More scenarios. Overall satisfaction, let's say a 4. Customize. Yeah, I'd love to see some customize. Enter my name and submit. Oh, I missed the question. Good. All right, it's checking up on me. All but this time, now our analysis is done. This is a really key feature of the tool. It shows, so there are 8 competencies of coaching, and all 8 of them are here. And it shows that I hit all 8 of those competencies, areas for growth. Even better, it allows me to drill down into each one. And so establishes and maintains agreements. I got an 80% score. It shows some of my quotes. Hit another one. Cultivates trust and safety. I got a 95. It tells me some of my quotes, actions to improve. So if I had more time than this quick demo, I could go through here and I could learn a great deal about my coaching style for that session. So those are the coaching personas. You would like to see more, I'll drop a link into the chat. We'd love to talk to you, love to build new personas, help us strengthen the existing personas, build personas for things other than coaching. So that, I'll say goodbye. Hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world. Take care.